Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Robert and Simo's
Iron Man 3 review.
completely unprofessional review.
Gotcha.
So,
Things to discuss. First off, Iron Man 2, not a big fan.
I liked it.
Iron Man 3 is slightly better. A lot of confusion. A lot of things I'm not sure about. First thing, forewarning, there are spoilers to this. The first thing I would say is they pulled Tony Stark out of the suit a lot. I mean, it wasn't really about the suit this much. I'm not sure how I feel
The
about
suit's
it.
not Iron Man.
Tony Stark is Iron Man. But here's the thing. You got to see the suit. You see the suit, and even when the suit is like on its own, it's still like, oh, FaceTime for Robert Downey Jr.
There's about 42 suits in this movie.
Okay, but here's the thing. With Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, which is different than every other superhero. The difference, okay, you got Peter Parker, you got Spider-Man, you got Bruce Wayne, you got Batman. Completely different entities, all of themselves. Tony Stark and Iron Man are one and the same. So, FaceTime for Tony Stark does not bother me because they're the same individual. But I think this movie was a little excessive with it. I think they could have used the suit more.
It's not excessive because you get to see Tony Stark being Iron Man, not a suit being Iron Man. Not some CG thing flying around with Robert Downey Jr.'s voice. You get to see Robert Downey Jr. electrocuting people, etc., with very cheaply homemade tech and no giant suit that he had some robots build for him.
But that's the thing,
while
though.
parading the robot arm.
It's Iron Man. You still need more of him going punch to the thing and not the suit just getting torn. And the whole thing is, he's Iron Man. He's supposed to be like, the title for the comics is The Invincible Iron Man. If I'm wrong, leave it in a comment at the bottom. I don't care. But
I'm sure you're wrong.
Who cares?
We'd have to ask Chris.
The suit gets torn up all the time, and I'm like,
He destroys maybe 20 suits in this movie.
By his
So
decision.
who's not invincible? Is it the suit's not invincible? No, because those suits got ripped to shreds. Tony Stark. And Pepper Potts was pretty invincible in this movie.
Okay.
Let's not completely ruin that one.
I don't want to. But okay, let's just put it to you this way. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. The Mandarin is not who you think it is. Just saying. Don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. Because there's the comics. The Rings of Power doesn't happen. It has nothing to do with this.
Your mom doesn't happen.
Shut up. Anyway, and although I will say this, remember there was a King Lear reference about him being a stage actor? Ben Kingsley is a stage actor, and he is very famous for Shakespearean acting. I think that was a reference to him being King Lear at one point in time, because they said his King Lear is magnificent or something like that, or blah 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 was all the rage. So, anxious to look that out. We'll find that out later. But, besides that, overall it was a good film. There was things that I would have changed. I enjoyed it way better than Iron Man 2. I liked Iron Man 1 still the best out of all of them. The Avengers is really good.
I get to talk during this review. Okay, first off, I started the day watching Iron Man 1. Then I watched Iron Man 2 in like kind of highlight mode. I was skipping through it on my phone. Then I watched the Avengers quite the same way. And it really fits in quite well. Where did that come from?
It was in your Bible.
Anyways, they tie things in.